How's it going?
Hello.
All is well in your world?
Yeah, I had an eye appointment today so I can have glasses before school starts.
Yeah, there you go.
Or at least before any real classroom work starts.
Yeah, gotta try to get that stuff done before you're too busy.
Oh.
See, log in. Here we go. Logged in. Oh, we're really dangerous now. We're 3rd level. Hello, how's it going?
Hello.
It's going all right. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, can't complain. Wait, there aren't. Okay, yeah. Crazy meat window there for a minute. And hello, how's it going?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yep, hanging in there, present. Now, you guys don't know what happened during my attempt to fish. So I got clearance from the dock to go on walkabout.
Right.
Now that the boot seems to be working. And Wednesday morning, got up real early. The plan was fish in the morning, and when it warms up, come home and just veg. And it was a beautiful morning, lower 60s. A little bit of fog out, and it was nice. And I got ready and fully kitted and walked out the front door and locked it and turned and was going to sit in a larking chair for a little while to just take in the view, and I fell asleep. It wasn't hours later until my neighbor, who wanders out around 8, said, "Hey, Matt, you okay?" It's like,
I understand days like that.
That's how it's been all week. It's been a sleepcation. It's just,
yeah.
I had plans and I did very little, which is fine. I get that is an accomplishment in and of itself. But yeah, I just slept and slept and slept. Didn't realize how much I needed it.
Yeah.
So, still didn't get any fishing. Hello, buddy. Oracle is here. Okay, you can't have my drink from him. Just a drink. You've seen dozens of these. There you
But
go.
I want some.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Cloudflare, that reminds me. Hopefully, with Cloudflare and everything else, they've got everything sorted out. But apparently, they've been under the Roll20 site's been under sustained DDoS since like Thursday. So.
Yeah, I was wondering why that was there when we wandered in, but yeah, that explains it. Who gets mad at Roll20? I don't think they got mad at Roll20. They just rolled poorly in the game. You may read the book someday, so I don't know that I'll give too many spoilers, but read it was well done. A book called NPCs. And the opening was artful. You had this adventuring party that was really just mean. They were the PCs were wandered into a bar with the intent to rob the bartender and just beat up the place and be bullies.
Right.
And the DM had warned them some time ago that hey, this campaign has a level of realism that you're not used to. So your actions may have consequences down the road. And that's what happened. They wandered in there and they had to argue with their paladin, was the one guy who had any soul. The actual player had some heart. And, to get him to buy a drink, to drink some alcohol. And finally they convinced him to take a sip of ale. So all 4 of them, they toast to their latest victory over whatever, and then DM has them all roll fort saves, and then does a lot of rolling behind his curtain, and they get a little worried, and they say, "Well, what's up?" Well, that back in the forest when you were scavenging for supplies, and you found this thing called a what is it? A demon's gut mushroom. Yeah, and you made a stew out of it. Did you read the effects of the mushroom? No, it's just I just cooked it. Yeah. So it says that if you have you have to make a fort save within 12 hours or be ill. But if you actually drink alcoholic beverages, it's lethal. So all four of them immediately keel over and die right there at the table. Well, the patrons that were in the bar, the tavern that were going to have been suffered their wrath shortly after their drink, gathered round and said, "Oh, okay, what just happened?" These were the NPCs, the bartender, the curious gnome in the corner, a town guard, daughter of the mayor. And what they came to realize is that these guys, they figured out how they died and why they died, but then they found out that they were actually had been summoned by the king, and that meant trouble for them because now the suspicion was going to lie on the town. So that started off an adventure for the NPCs, the whole book, while they were out there trying to pretend to be these adventurers, so that they could answer the summons to the king and deliver the message and do everything that the adventurers would do, so that their town wouldn't get in trouble. And they actually became adventurers on the way. And the great part of it was at the very end, what kind of bridged the worlds was there was and I thought of you, Mickey, because you would have loved this guy. The gnome had been essentially a slave his whole life, and he had a great story to tell. But he's essentially been a slave his whole life, but willingly so, because it involved an adventuring party that saved his wife, and that essentially became an indentured servant for decades. Well, he's out of that now, and when he goes and starts this pretending to be an adventurer thing, he becomes an actual paladin of the god that he had worshipped that whole time, Grumble, the god of minions.
Okay, that is awesome.
Grumble. And Grumble keeps showing up, and Grumble's holy symbol is a broom with a dagger tied to the hilt. So, I mean, it was wow. Yeah, Grumble showed up in all sorts of mysterious and subtle ways. It was fantastic. So, Paladin of Grumble. And let's see, all of those characters, the NPCs, became what was opposite of their stereotype. So the bartender, who was a big lumbering half-orc guy, he became a mage. And the argument for that was that all mages do is they memorize spells, and years of being a bartender had taught him how to memorize orders. So it was no problem for him to pick up a spell book, the spell book of the mage that had died at the table of the mushroom poisoning, and just read through it and start randomly casting spells that he found inside and figure out what they did. The dainty mayor's daughter became a barbarian because she was filled with rage and anger at just her lot in life, being the damsel in distress all the time. She was sick and tired of being the damsel in distress. And by God, one time she picked up a great axe and just let loose. So the guard, the town guard, became a thief.
Yeah. Hey guys.
So, howdy, how's it going?
Hello.
Going good. Just saying hey.
Well, good to see you. Good to hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, we just barely made it in time, so sorry about us running a little late.
No, you're fine. I'm just regaling folks with what I thought was kind of an amusing story from the world of fiction.
Gotcha.
Grumble, the god of minions.
I'm gonna have to pick that book up. That sounds scary.
NPCs. That's it. That's the title's just NPCs. Yeah. So yeah, the guard becomes a thief because as a guard, he has to know all the little hidey holes and learn how thieves operate and all that stuff. So yeah, that was his natural fit. It's just like, okay. So no, yeah, it was pretty good. And hello, Mr. Peg.
Hello.
Howdy.
Yeah, all right. I got a full house down here. I got the boys down here playing Marvel Lego.
I got you.
Well, that's not going to stop us. So just have to watch out for Carl. And I am Steven, little Steven. All right. Well, Neff will wander in on Neff time as Neff does. So you've very nearly got your full house here.
Yeah.
Hello. How's it going?
Okay.
Yeah. How about yourself?
As of last night, Logan was looking forward to being in.
So, our party last left off having just conquered Death House. So, that leads you to the entrance of Barovia. You all are right here.
And not enough.
I'm doing about right.
Yeah. Where's that share screen thing? Can I get it? Here, share screen here. There it is. Aha, found it.
So, you all are standing outside of this house. This is Death House, where you just exited from. And once you exit Death House, you see some smoke and fog clear, and all of these buildings surrounding Death House appear.
Oh, it's bloody convenient. I can use some ale right now. Where's the tavern?
Not spooky at all.
In this size, there's got to be a bar somewhere.
What about our wayward children? Are they out here or?
I hope so. They're in for such a spanking.
You won't be able to touch them. They're ghosts.
The children have disappeared.
See, ghosts.
Yeah, I got one of the ghost children right now.
Can I push those?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. I can touch a goose.
No, ghost. Goose. Goose. Not a ghost. It's a goose.
Kill all the gophers. We'll have no people to pay us money.
Bloody hell, I need a drink.
Explore as you wish.
We got smoke coming from the house next door. May mean that activity.
Bloody well may be on fire. Like the lost what we just left.
I hear people tend to set the bar low, so we should probably go check south in town.
Dwarven lands, all the bars are set low.
I think we should go here. It's the biggest house. That must be the bar.
Well, let's let Steve look through the window first. He's right there, so yeah.
Looking in this house.
Yes.
Okay. There's a swarm of rat in there. Swarm of rats.
They're on fire?
I can make them on fire.
Yeah.
I don't like rats. I'm gonna step back here and let you guys deal with that one.
Wimp.
I'm trying to remember if I have any other effect spells.
Sure, I've got the spell set house on fire.
Not a wimp. Book of Tempest. Volume 1, verse 23. Thou shalt not suffer a rat to live, for they are dirty and have weird tails.
So those rats, is there anything unusual about them except just being rats and swarmy?
Yeah, just a bunch of rats in the house.
Okay, well.
Can I see the room with the fire?
The what?
Can I see which room has the fire in it?
We're keying on the smoke coming out of the chimney. Yeah, that's why we think there's a fire in there.
Yeah, it could just be a fireplace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's a most unusual rat that sets their own cook.
They were chilly, I guess.
They need to be in a pot with a lot more spices to be chili.
Should not eat rats. Book of Tempest, Volume 1, verse 37. Thou shalt not eat from the rat. because they are creepy. Tempest doesn't like rats.
Look at you, or anything. You can render it safe.
The nearest road is here, or you
Come on,
can
Ed.
check some more of the surrounding houses. Or
Oh, I understand. So yeah, Robert just got here, so we're gonna take care of that. You guys keep carrying on, and I'll just I'm gonna mute so you don't hear the cat yelling. I'm not sure why the cat would be yelling.
The oracle's horrible.
He's totally not yelling. He's just over there. It's like, yeah, I know you guys. Okay, we'll be back in a minute.
Just open the and I'll cover your mess.
Yeah.
Well, you said the nearest road is here, so let's head to the nearest road. And
you can check any of the houses as long as they're unlocked.
well, I mean, people have a reasonable expectation of privacy within their own home. We shouldn't just be poking in our nose into every window that we see.
I don't see why not.
I go to the first house and start knocking on the door. I'm going to see if they've accepted Tempest into their lives.
If they really wanted privacy, why would they put a transparent pane in the wall?
He has a point.
Because for about half of the day, it's light, and most people can't see in the dark.
That's what candles are for.
Yeah. Listen to the thief. It's usually easier to see when the candles are lit.
You'd get much more light if you took a hole in the roof.
I go to this one and knock on the door.
Which one? There's nothing in the house.
I just keep going down the line. I'm determined they're going to accept Tempest into their lives.
The next one has some villagers in it.
They doing the YMCA?
Hello, have you heard the good word about Tempest?
Who?
Tempest has a plan for your life.
The villager acts scared and just slams the door in your face.
Tempest won't forget this.
Anybody got any cosmetics? You try a turn.
How about this one?
This one?
Yeah.
There's nothing in that one.
Well, the real estate market in this town is severely depressed.
Well, let's go check out the bar.
Let's go see if we can find a bar or other public structures.
May as well check this one before we get to the bar, since we're going to have to pass it anyway.
So, this one, the sparse light from this building spills out behind a drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads, Bildras Mercantile.
Bildrat's Mercantile. That's an odd name for a apparently landlocked town.
Maybe it's where he came to retire.
I'm going inside. These people need some Tempest in their lives. There's too much rat.
So, the man at the front, he said he sells items from of adventuring gear.
Do you have a lot of adventurers come this way?
Do they want any of the market parts we collected off of the
He's not open to trade with strangers.
A very odd policy for a store.
All right.
Hi, I'm Jim. Now we're not strangers.
He looks at you with an annoyed face.
He already have his place screened.
And she doesn't do it. She just, as she's trying to be nice, it automatically kicks in. It wasn't something she did intentionally. My spell DC should be like a spell 13. Oh, that affects the party members as well.
Oh, I still don't like you.
He rolled a 15. I don't know what, but he rolled a 15.
Okay.
Tempest has some very firm opinions on fairies. Entire race is evil.
It's me.
So everybody in the party likes you except for me.
Right.
Oh, come on. I thought I had it.
Like, I was gonna eat you, but you've somehow won me over with your charm.
Getting impatient, he asks, "Are you going to buy anything?"
Thought you wouldn't trade with us.
You just told us you wouldn't trade with strangers.
He wouldn't buy anything from us, but he will sell stuff to us.
We
Precisely.
can't buy unless we sell.
You have a
No.
mirror.
Either buy
Oh,
something
yeah, there
or
goes the paladin.
Hmm.
Those paladin saves.
either get out, either buy something or get out.
Do you have a mirror?
I do not have a mirror.
Magnifying glass?
Yes.
50 feet of rope?
A what?
50 feet of rope?
It's not a question of how he grips it.
Yes, I have rope.
It's got a 4-ounce fairy carry a 10-pound rope.
Yeah, that's the thing. She takes the rope and moves it around the biggest. I'm trying to remember, Dave puts it on their pack. And then she hands the, what was the first thing she got? He said yes.
Magnifying glass and rope.
And is he willing to sell that for the pittance she has from her starting wealth?
Probably not.
I will sell it to you for 20 gold pieces.
Come on, guys, let's pull our resources and get the magnifying glass.
Just the magnifying glass?
You trying to look bigger?
20 gold pieces. His prices are starting to look bigger.
Yeah.
Just the magnifying glass.
And the rope.
And the rope. Again, I will sell it to you for 20 gold pieces total.
Barry is on his own with this one. Can't you charm the merchant into doing a fairer price?
The credits will do fine. No, they won't.
He already tried that.
That's the scary part. Is that's the price when he likes him.
Yeah.
It's almost a day in the inn.
Thank you, good sir. We're
out of resources.
I think think that's a little out of our reach for the moment, but we will come back if we lay our hands on some more money.
Okay.
We have money. He just doesn't want to part with it to sell our stuff. So it's really his own fault if we're not buying anything.
So imagine his big joint towers over everything else.
Hey.
All right. Well, this is obviously a dead end. This is a very poor merchant, so I'm going to the bar.
Or whatever that is.
We're going to maintain hope. Tempest will provide.
So there's a few figures sitting at the tables and at the bar, and one man behind the bar.
See, I told you this was
a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs. A sign hangs above, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
I don't think I can make that out. It says winos or us.
Okay, so creepy, but at least it's not. At least it's more thematically appropriate than bilge rats.
People have got to get with their marketing campaign, people, and sort this out. This is, I mean, between bilge rats and Blood of the Vine and Death House, who names their house Death House?
People who don't want religious fanatics coming to their house to try to convert them.
A guy named Death.
Make a pointed.
Who better to be converted to the will of Tempest than people in a death house?
Some Blood of the Vine, you say? Well, I don't bloody care as long as they're not serving just wine. Let's go. All right. Wait, I just woke up. We're already in here, aren't we? It's very disorienting.
So When you all walk in, a little fat man at the bar welcomes you. The barkeep.
In his finest comment, he says, "What you want?" Thank you.
Hang on, I'll bring mine so you can try mine.
Okay. Cheesecake Factory leftovers.
Oh, hell yeah. So ask the guy, what have you got to drink? It's not blood and it's not wine.
Sangria.
Okay.
They've got a small glass of wine, a pitcher of wine. That's it.
Like I said, winos are us.
Aye.
You can have a little wine or a lot of wine.
Either way, just take your wine and go away. Stop whining. Okay. Fine. I'll take a lot of wine.
Yeah, and buy
the pitcher, it's cost 1 silver point or piece.
And I'll take a picture over to the group and share that first one.
Yeah,
much better. You had much more reasonable prices than the Bildrat does.
I don't even know how much people have. Well, we'll just say that whatever it is, I'm liking a silver piece of it now. There. All right. This is all they got. I don't know what's in it, but here you go. Pour it out for everybody. Look around. No one's drinking. All right. I guess I'll go first.
I'll partake.
Everybody needs to make fort saves. So.
Yeah. Kapunk. Yep.
This man in the corner here, I'll invite you, or invites all of you to come sit with him.
Am I detecting any evil in this room anywhere?
No.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. In a bar, there needs to be at least one evil person in each bar.
That would be me.
Oh, okay. Well, at least there's one. I mean, there's usually one shady evil person in each bar that's trying to listen in on the PC's conversations.
Sitting there, his ear cupped, leaning over towards the rest of the PCs. What?
This man introduces himself as Ismark. My name is Ismark, and
Ismark or is Ismark?
Ismark.
Okay.
Come sit and please let me pay for your drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I like him already. I like him so much, I hand him a pamphlet about Tempest.
He throws it in the trash.
Yeah.
It does not.
We don't have a very large amount of, pamphlet printing capacity, so it's just something scrawled on the back of a leaf.
Hey, we do what we can.
Yeah.
Tempest provides.
Yeah.
And next to that pamphlet, I put the skull of Gary and put a glass of wine next to him.
This is a good example. Gary here has just recently converted to Tempest.
Yeah. Notice his new glow.
Ismark goes, I'm in a bit of a predicament. You see, my sister has recently caught the eye of Stradh. I'm sure you know of him.
We met him, but I'm wondering how, given
he's
what
a nice
we know
guy.
of him, he is. What we know of him, how anyone can catch his eye. I think he's very defensive of his eyes.
He's trustworthy. He's a trustworthy guy. I like him.
Bismarck asks, can you help me protect my sister? Her name is Irina Kovana.
Her name is not Mark.
Lad, We don't know where we are. We can't even protect ourselves. But that won't stop us from trying and taking your gold.
Yeah. She doesn't have a broom, does she?
With a dagger attached to it, essentially. Yeah. Grumble.
Yeah, bayonet fixed for a broom. Yeah.
We could certainly try.
Thank you, friends.
I don't think it's yet.
I must insist on shaking your hand before we finish this deal.
He shakes your hand.
Okay. I had to make sure the last little bastards we did a quest for were ghosts, so I had to make sure you're solid. No offense.
So
Nim's enthusiastically drinking her drink.
Yeah, bathing in it.
So the man gets up from his seat and motions you all to follow him out the door.
I'm still drinking.
No, just no, not so much of a hurry.
Yeah,
We just got out of the one dead house and the rat house and the thing and the wow, that wine's pretty good.
Where's the outhouse?
Leads you down the street, down to this big house at the bottom here.
Going to the big house. Uh-oh.
Now we're going to the big house. That's right. We done doing it now. Oh boy.
All right, we go to the big house.
It is a big house. It's bigger than a dead house.
So, a wary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with the mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tampered down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have been around the mansion. Not a pane or shard of glass stands in any window. All of the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
He definitely needs a few tempests.
Nim says, nope, nope, nope.
Someone
Not
give me
detecting any evil creatures here.
That would be celestials, undead, or fiends within 60 feet.
Yeah,
They're
and I
not
can
beyond
tell-
total cover.
And I can tell what they are. It even name checks Stradh.
There's presence, dim presence of evil, but nothing that would have most likely recently been there.
Phew, smells out here. Who farted?
If someone will give me a wisdom check, wisdom perception.
Well, let's see what I can perceive.
I'm still drunk. Oh, I guess I saw something.
Yeah, with that roll, I apparently am too.
I do my best work when I'm drunk.
Well, I was about to say you're a dwarf, so you know how to handle your liquor or wine.
I don't know about this wine.
So everyone except for Verde, Ole, and Saren all see that there's also wolf paw prints and also footprints along the front yard of the mansion. And the footprints most likely were made by zombies that were under Strahd's control.
Or if you could smoke this weed.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. No, I don't think arson is necessary.
So Ismark goes up to the door and knocks on it, and a young lady peeks or opens the door slightly and peeks through the crack and sees Ismark and the rest of you. And she asks, is anyone here affiliated with Stradh in any way?
The tall guy is.
And she slams the door.
I know.
Go up.
Ismark turns to you and is mad and knocks again.
Hold on, you're not
No,
knocking hard
everybody-
enough. Hold on.
Everybody let Gary do the talking from now on out. He's our diplomat.
So I'm Battlestar's gonna knock forward. Like you're not knocking hard enough.
So he accidentally punches a hole in the door.
What the hell?
I immediately put Gary through to look. Pull it out.
So how quickly can you pull your hand out when she slices out with a sword?
There's nothing like sticking a skeleton head through the doorway to make her feel like we're trustworthy.
We're honest. We're not from Stradh, says the skull. Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him, Gary.
They're trustworthy people.
So when the
There's
skull
not an untrustworthy bone in Gary's body.
Yeah. Back there.
All the untrustworthy bones were left behind.
Ismark goes and peeps through the hole that Balasar just created. And,
Don't worry, last. Someday you'll learn to control your strength, but for now, you just keep making them holes.
And
Battlester's like, all these hands do is.
And he asks again if they can come in, and Arena just agrees and opens the door and lets everyone in. So as you all enter, the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are boarded up windows and the presence of the holy symbols in every room. The Burgomeister is in a side drawing room on the floor, laying in a simple wooden coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
And they called the other one Death House.
Aye. Well, what's he? Pardon me, lass. Are you related?
Yes. Me and my brother Ismark are the children of the Burgomeister.
What is it with this town in orphans? Of course, you're adults. It's not quite the same thing, but why is your father, if I may ask, still here inside the building? Not. I guess
Not properly laid to rest.
Because this way I can still see him every day.
It's not going to get any better.
But she's not wrong.
Aye.
And there are worse ways that she could be seeing him every day if never mind.
Give her time.
So, let's just ask, why do you want to see your father in this state every day?
Cuts down an argument.
I don't know.
Well, it make you feel better if we built a funeral pyre for him.
That would be nice.
Aye. Okay. Well, something we can do. If we can find some trees. I didn't see any trees around here. Wood, something. One of these houses might do.
Yeah, the rats aren't using it.
Yeah, much.
There's a haystack to the east.
I'm thinking it doesn't much matter what we put in there because we can kind of juice up the fire a little, if you know what I mean.
You're going to use that blood wine?
I didn't know Balthazar was a Jew.
I'm not sure how to take that. The blood wine is probably lethal in any consideration of that of that I might think of it. So, yeah, it would be helpful, but a waste. I'd like to drink it first.
Um,
And then, well, anyway.
actually, can you help me safely deliver my father's body safely to Donovish, the local priest? He lives in the church on down the road.
Okay. Where is this church? We have something like a map. Can you? Oh, bloody hell! Of course, it's on the far side of this place.
Right next to the graveyard.
Aye, totally
Well, it
safe.
would be the place to put it.
Uh,
Oh, sanctified ground. You sanctify the ground, you stick the corpse in there, and the corpse doesn't get back up.
Now, with the right price, the priest might be able to get him back up.
It's a very long way. Would you mind if we just took him to the bar instead?
there have been attacks from wolves and other terrible creatures for night after night for the past 2 weeks. The burgomaster's heart couldn't stand the constant assault, and he died just 3 days ago. Strangely, though, since his death, the house has not come under attack.
Well, to answer your question, can we safely deliver your father to the priest? Well, like we told your brother, we don't know where we are, and we can't even protect ourselves, so that's not going to stop us from trying. You got a wagon?
If that's I do.
Oh, that's good.
And don't worry, I do not know how I got to Barovia, but I do know my way around it, and I can help you as much as I can. I will do my very best to protect you as you try to protect me. And I'm sure my brother Ismark will do the same.
All right. Well, let's put a lid on it and get going.
I'm going to attempt to spend the ride there, telling her that since her father died in battle, he should be consecrated by Tempest.
How do you even know he died in battle?
She just said they were attacked by wolves.
And he had a heart attack.
Yeah, the heart attack's not really dying in battle.
He died a glorious death. Tempest
Have a heart
protects.
attack in battle.
He was on the toilet.
Tempest forgives.
Nim's on Overwatch.
He had an internal battle with the plaque in his arteries.
So we will get this cart and load up the cart, and Nim, as he said, will be on Overwatch. And
Gary will pull it.
Just a second.
that was a big wolf.
So, you all decided to take the body to the village? Or
Yes.
Ismark and Arena follow me.
What was that? I couldn't hear you clearly.
Ismark and Arena follow you to the church. As you get to this crossroads right here, this big wolf appears.
Well, alrighty. So I guess we need to take care of that.
How far away from us is the wolf?
Right here at this crossroads.
Yeah, but we really didn't position ourselves. They were just kind of
Yeah.
randomly moving characters. Like, I don't want to be the one in front again. Unless it's a broomstick. I have an axe to grind with them.
I was sort of toward the front, but my initiative has me at the Mac.
No, you can be in the
probably
front.
right here, so about that far away.
Okay.
I figured Nim's over the wagon.
Yeah, I'm looking through my options. Give me just a second. I want to hide and then try to get in position so that when someone comes up, we can flank him.
Okay. So you're just going to do that, or
Yes.
So a big wolf? How big is this big wolf?
probably 2.5 times Normal human size.
So
Wolf.
that's a big wolf. Would you guess
Bigger
him
than
to
a
be
fox.
less than 500 pounds?
Yeah, probably about 350 to 400.
Okay. I'll levitate the wolf. Or try. He gets a con save against DC 12. I'm only 3rd level.
You do not levitate the wolf.
Yeah, but he kind of feels it. And it's like, what the hell? And after that, I'm going to not be in front. Somehow duck into an alley between buildings or something.
So the wolf moves a little bit, and he's going to bite Balthasar.
All right. Well, I'm prone.
Ka-thunk.
Ole.
Okay, I'm going to step up. I think I can get that far. And take a thwack at it.
Okay.
Just stopping in to say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not bad.
Hey, Sheriff.
You are Baldur's Gating 3?
I just finished. I'm not very far. I haven't gotten to play much. I was in that first, I assume it's the first dungeon, the Cathedral Ruins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of the intro dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah, I was exploring it. Died a couple of times. But that's okay.
Already?
That's what saves are for.
That's what saves are for. That's right. Save early, save often.
Okay. Going to cast spiritual weapon and make it appear next to the wolf and attack it. Let's see here. Okay, I missed. And that is a bonus action. To cast that spell. So I will move up and I will attack the wolf myself as my normal action. Okay.
Balthasar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick myself up off the ground. I'm gonna rage and hit. I'm gonna attempt to hit.
I shot him with the bow out of turn. I misread the turn order.
Okay, I'll use that.
Excellent.
Stradh.
Where on Balthasar did I hit? Never mind. Just jokes.
Around the big bloody spot.
Yeah. All right, his usual shtick. Run and fly.
Sorry. All right. Nim is going to cast Hex on the cat. Yeah. Remove curse will remove it. And then she is going to that is a bonus action. Then she is going to cast Eldritch Blast. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Ignore the 5. The first one. That was just Hex. So it's 12 points of damage. If it's in hits. Never mind. Yeah. I'm done.
0.
All right. I will step.
Also, it's at disadvantage on any strength checks it makes.
Sorry about that. What did you do, Sarah?
I'm going to step up behind him and take a swing.
Might need to roll to hit.
Right. Hit the wrong thing. Try that.
That is. Yep, that is.
I'll go ahead and take the other one for my damage there, since I rolled it first to start with.
I was sure that was going to work. Let's give it another try just to be sure. I've got basically a 50-50 chance. Can't save. I'm going to try to levitate him again.
Okay.
All right. So, that does that. And I'll just lift him up 20 feet off the ground. Straight up. I can't move him in any direction, just straight up 20 feet. And while he's up there, he can push off of buildings or something to move around a little bit, but he's basically toast. No, look back at Neff's character. Sir, your target.
The wolf frantically tries to move but can't. So just gonna hold his action.
Ole has no ranged weapons, so he's just gonna hold his action as well.
Okay. Saren.
Okay, well, Saren will. The spiritual weapon can fly just fine, so it will fly up there and hit him. Or at least try. Spiritual weapon there. 14 hit.
It does. Yes. Oh, sorry.
I can't do anything, so I wait.
Or
So what if the wolf's only in town due to deforestation around this village? I mean, why are we making him the poor thing levitate and shooting it? It just seems wrong.
that is.
I don't know why it's here, but it's here and it's trying to chew our heads off. So defend yourself, or it was. As soon as he gets back down on the ground, he's going to be plenty pissed.
Okay.
There are forests everywhere here. Can go find someplace else to live.
Hey,
That's it for me.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
So it's 14 damage.
It's the
You can let her down.
okay. Slowly let the wolf back down. Make sure that it's dead. All right, it's dead.
All right. We proceed on.
Oh, just a minute. Looks at Neff's character. No, you're a naturalist. See what you can make of that wolf. Answer the question that you yourself posed. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get some more of that wine.
Looks like a wolf.
It is. You're not drunk enough. Obviously, you need more wine.
Put a hand on its side. Yes, it was hungry like the wolf.
Aye.
nothing special about the wolf.
Ask the guy in the in that building there if he'll buy it.
Yeah, we could skin it.
For the next 9 minutes, it's really easy to move.
Yes.
Much fun as that is, let's go ahead and get the body moved before we get more wolves or undead
Or rats, even worse.
or rats. Yeah, rats would be bad.
I'll take an undead any day.
How about an undead rat?
Just bad business all around.
As long as not undead flying hamsters.
Hamsters embody a neutral zone with Tempest. They're not quite rats. They don't have the weird tails, but they're suspicious.
And once everybody gathers at the intersection, we'll continue on.
As you approach the church more, this swarm of bats comes down and flies about you.
There you go, flying vampire hamsters, just like you said.
You spoke it into the world, didn't you?
Same turn order or different?
None of them try to attack you. They just try to take little pieces of your clothing or little strands of hair from each of you. Give me a
Your atmosphere.
give me a con save.
Oh, we've had enough wine. Should be well fortified by now.
I'm toast.
No, oh yeah, I guess so. See, it's wine and not dwarven ale. It has the wrong effect on us.
So, Ole, Nim, You two are safe. The other two, the bats rip tiny pieces of your clothing off and then fly away.
I shoot them, try to shoot them as they go, as they flee.
You did what?
She tried to shoot them as they flee.
You hit a few of them, but didn't kill the entire swarm.
Oh, it's a range on this thing. 120 feet, so it's going to take them. How fast can they move?
Base speed of a bat's probably 30.
Yeah.
So 60 per round.
Yeah. If they're still in range the next round. So then again, she rolled a 10 and an 11. So yeah. Not very accurate. All right. She's trying. Hey, nature boy, were they supposed to do that?
You're a fey creature. Why are you calling me nature boy?
Because I'm fey.
Not that kind of fae. It's one of those rare city-bound fae.
You've got wings. They had wings. You're closer.
We arrive.
So
I'm sure there will be no lasting consequences from bits of your hair being taken off in a magical city.
Balsar doesn't have hair, so
At least Gary's safe.
So this is the church. Irina says she will take you to Donovan.
What is this a church of? I'm just curious. If it doesn't say, don't worry about it.
Super amalgamated megachurch of Bane.
Flying spaghetti monster.
There's no doesn't say what it's a church of.
Oh, if you're afraid to admit it's Scientology.
Stick a little tiny flag in the ground. I claim this land in the name of Tempest.
And the flag goes.
This looks suspicious right there.
Oh, we haven't seen it yet.
I know we haven't, but still.
But it's going to look suspicious when we get to it. Yes. Yeah.
Hello, I'm L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh boy.
Read the book.
Oh, read the books.
So
I use Gary to knock on the door.
Ow, ow, ow.
He gets more of a validation that way.
I enjoyed Battlefield Earth enough to read it twice.
when you approach the doors, you see that they are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
We know what causes the scar mark. What causes the fire?
And
Don't
there's
look at
no-
me.
So
And I hazard a guess and say flames.
Irina goes up to the doors and pushes them open. And the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel has a bunch of debris in it, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the floor.
Okay, I want to ask the question I was about to ask, whether I detect anything evil. I think that just got answered.
Yeah.
I get a sense of what sort of evil we're getting here.
As soon as the cry dies down, Nim pokes her head and says, hello, we're here for delivery.
Ole, you sense that there is a vampire-like presence here.
That sucks.
Guys, we got vampires.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. What's that?
It's the shortest verse in the Book of Tempest. Vampires suck.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, it seems like we need to move on in. And check on that fellow that was praying over there. Is he still praying?
He is, yes.
Am I detecting that he's evil?
You sure do like your labels.
Yes. He has some evil presence about him.
Yes, I do like my labels. I can't help it that you evil people smell bad.
So, Irina motions you all to follow her up to the man.
What's the bloody? Oh, bloody! Look at this place.
Yeah, pew pew pew.
Mm-hmm.
So, the chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles are mounted in candlesticks, and they light every dusty corner, and they attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest. Next to him, there's a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower. And from beneath the chapel floor, you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving."
Don't do it, Epstein.
All right. What's all this then? Does he make any move when we approach?
No.
Huh. I'll look over to the natives. Is he always like this?
Well, Donovish, Irina goes up to him. She says, "Father, we have brought my father, the Burgomeister, here. He died recently, and I wanted you to help me bury him." And the priest agrees and takes Irina out, goes to the graveyard, and prepares a funeral for the man. Once he's put in the ground, the priest suggests that Irina be taken as far away from Castle Ravenloft as possible. He proposes that you all take her to the Abbey of St. Markovia in Krezek. Or, if you can't do that, take her to the fortified town of Velak. And
Well, Les, which of these seems reasonable to you? It's not like we know where those places are.
he turns to you and he gives you a map and says, most likely the town of Valakai. She needs to be away from Stradh, because if not, I am unsure of what could happen, but it would not be nice.
Yeah, he seems like.
Well, I mean, we're sitting here trusting an evil priest who has a starving child in his basement. So, we're in a moral, shaky moral ground here.
No, wait, the evil priest? Of course, you hadn't communicated your impressions with others.
Yeah, by the way, evil priest. I don't know what foul god this temple is dedicated to, but I'm attempting to put aside my prejudices for the fairy's sake.
Methodist.
Well, no. That changes things a wee bit. Well, who you got in your in the cellar here? That's screaming out.
You're not to worry about him. He is not important.
Hey, lad. We'll worry about him now. You picked our friend's meter over here. That means that, you got to do something about it.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Aye.
Do I see stairs anywhere that would be leading down to a basement?
There is a
yeah, right here.
a lock.
We don't see that.
Yeah, we don't see that. We haven't searched yet. but we're going to. We may be searching here shortly. Depends on what happens next. So turn to the brother and sister and ask them, would you mind leaving the building, or at least standing far away?
They start to back down the hall.
Right. So we're not leaving, and we want to know what's going on with the screaming, and what sort of crazy, messed up god you're worshiping here.
Is the vampiric presence I'm detecting him, or is there still a rogue vampire running around here somewhere?
There is a different vampire.
Yeah, lovely.
I bet he's the one starving in the basement.
Wait, vampiric presence? What?
No, I did. Now, to be fair, I did say, "Hey guys, vampires." That one I did communicate.
Oh yeah, you did.
The priest goes, "Fine, if you must know. My son, name of Doru, he died some time ago, and Stradh took his spirit and turned him into one of his vampire spawns, and I leave him locked up in the basement where he cannot harm any of us."
Wait. So you're saying this Mr. Stradh, who's himself a really creepy, but a nice man, is a vampire?
Yes, it is a vampire.
Once we saw him and he was wearing the opera cloak and speaking in a Hungarian accent, that kind of gave the game away a little bit.
I try not to be judgmental for the same reason you don't. All right. So what you doing about your boy? You don't seem very happy.
I leave him locked in the basement, and the screams you are hearing, the "Father, I'm starving" screams, it is because I have not fed him in the years that he has been down there as a vampire. He longs for the taste of the blood of people.
Isn't that very cruel? Understand, I'm sorrowed by the predicament of you and your boy, but it's cruel enough to be a vampire. Doubly cruel to be a vampire who cannot feed. So,
especially for years.
So,
there isn't. I mean, at this point, there's not exactly what you would call a cure for his shall we call it euphemistically his condition. So
I'm pretty sure death would be a cure.
There is that, yes.
But he is already dead.
No. You know what we're saying. You are prolonging your own boy's suffering, or whatever that thing is that looks like your boy. Is that really something you would want to do?
This is a place of holy worship. I will not have those devilish creatures inside of my church.
But they already are in your basement.
I did not think of that.
I'm asking here, what do you want to do? What do you think is right? By the precepts of whatever god you'll worship, take yourself out of it, if you can.
I cannot let him out. He would terrorize our village, and I cannot have that happening. If you would like to go down and try to talk some sense into him, be my guest.
I don't think there's any sense to be talking into him.
I got a level with you, man.
Have you ever tried not being a vampire?
Yeah.
Maybe Tempest can help.
Tempest can help.
Tempest
There he is with a
can help.
pamphlet and everything. Yeah.
Yes, actually, Tempest can help with vampires. Tempest has turn undead, or the cleric has turn undead. So.
Well, that just makes him run away for a little while. There's not much room to run away in the cell. No, we have to permanently deal with it in an aggressive fashion.
If you prefer sacred weapon, that works well on undead too.
It does. So again, to the priest, I'm trying to be as upfront as possible. We would be glad to go talk to your son, but it's not going to change nothing. It's going to end up being, in order to prevent him from terrorizing the town, as you say, he's going to have to be put down permanently.
Do as you must, then.
Did you bloody well say that just now? Okay. Aye. Then we shall. I don't think we're locking for the wooden stakes given the shape of the pews.
If you go down the hall at the very bottom near the entrance, if you take a left, you will find a door which has a trapdoor leading to a ladder down to the basement.
Is it still locked, or did he give us a key?
He'll give you a key.
Okay. Click, down. Oh, yeah. You go out and tell the Wonder Twins what we're about to do, and we'll be right back. We're going down this dark corridor in the hold. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep your shovel handy.
If you come down here.
Yeah.
To the
Working with the maps.
Oh, okay.
Here we are.
So, in the corner over here, you see a dark figure. Yeah. He does not move.
Balasar is going to throw Gary as far as he can from about here.
Our light source, or at least Balasar's light source.
Yeah.
Or you just waking the kid up.
I'm just gonna see what happens.
He hisses at the skull and still doesn't move.
Yeah, Gary landed like around here.
So hold on, I gotta check on something. You'll appreciate this. Okay, yeah. So I'll get a little closer. And Yodel reaches out. Gary rises from the ground, mage hand, and then keeps moving forward as though flying through the air slowly. So we send Gary out in front of us, and we can actually place him all the way next to the kid.
Dora kicks the skull back across the room over there.
Sorry, Gary, you're out of range now.
He still remains in the corner.
I'd like to talk to you.
He says nothing.
Have you heard the good news about Tempest?
Are you a cleric or a paladin? I forget.
Paladin.
Yeah, let him talk to you.
Come a little bit closer.
He's got a pamphlet.
I do have a pamphlet.
You can see the dark figure move its head in your direction, and he screams, "I can smell your blood."
Can smell the filth you've got down here too, but I wasn't going to mention it.
He doesn't shower often enough.
Do sacred weapon and let this sucker glow up and see what he thinks about that.
Well, you can see him now. He hisses and tries to cover his eyes with the bright light because he is still a vampire.
Okay, yeah, that makes it magical. That's what I was going to ask you about.
Yeah, it's a magical weapon once I fire it up. So, all right. This is a dirty business, but it's going to have to be done by somebody.
As soon as Ole steps close to him, he lunges at him. He also says to Balasar in a voice that resembles Strahd's voice, "Stay back. You do not need to be involved in this."
You might want waffles?
As I don't know how strong he is, I'm not going to lay the ultra smite on him just yet. So we're just gonna
Get in range. Ask him a question. 17 hit.
It does.
Is going to cast, and that is going to be our paladin, our fighter up here, and since she seems like she needs the help, Nim,
Thank you.
and that is it.
I am going to just get closer for the moment.
Balasar.
So, I don't know. I was told by what sound like my good buddy Stradh to stay out of it, so I'm kind of conflicted right now. So I'm
Go
just
rescue Gary.
You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna come rescue Gary. He's somewhere over here.
Nim is
Yeah, I better go find Gary then. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Well, my turn.
So, Doru climbs up the wall onto the ceiling, goes over Yodel's head, jumps down behind him, and attacks him.
Yeah, that is. 11. Doing damage. You want to do the grapple thing? Or is he doing damage with his claws?
He's just doing damage.
Okay. Yeah, he did damage. All right. Hang on. It's Nim. Yeah, never mind.
Hex transfers over to as a bonus action, transfers over to the that guy, and 14 damage. And she's gonna move away from Gary and have better line of sight. All right, she's done.
Yodel.
I keep forgetting about that. Wouldn't have mattered anyway with that attack. So as a bonus action, I will throw up shield. Actually, I'll wait till next turn for that. And let's see. Okay. Use the disengage action. Actually, right there.
How beat up does this guy look?
About half health.
Let me roll and see if I even hit him first, and then we'll decide from there. I'm not sure even with the 1d4 and the +2 that's going to do it, but
We'll run up and whack him again. And that missed.
Saren.
Chris, you get to add a D4 for bless.
yeah, but with the I've got +2 for my charisma too, but unless he's got extremely low.
The other Chris.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, 1d4, huh?
Yep.
13. Pretty good.
Doesn't it?
Where did Yodel went over here?
Claws? What claws? Just about a flesh wound. Just don't bring the fangs.
And that's it for me.
Sarah.
All right. Did he come back onto the ground, or is he still up in the air?
He came down. He was.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the floor.
Then I'm going.
Yep, that's it.
That would be a sneak attack, and that would be a critical.
Yeah.
Critical's double damage, right?
Double all dice.
That the sneak attack too?
Yes.
Okay. It's been too long since I've actually gotten a critical anything.
Yeah, for real. That was a pretty solid hit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So I think watching people get hurt would kind of snap him out of be like, oh, hey, So he'll come in here. Yeah, and he'll swing.
So Dory's gonna
19 don't hit.
okay.
Barely. Just by one.
Blast. Excellent.
Okay.
And yeah, she's done she's done.
I'm really sorry about this, lad. 6 points.
He's going to take another swat at him. I'm assuming that hits. Okay. Ole is going to expend a spell slot on Divine Smite. So let me roll my damage.
He needs to make decent wisdom.
Dang.
Okay. Never mind.
Sir,
All right, we will try to hit him again.
that hits.
Is he
He's
still
still-
flanked?
Doesn't hit. Dory is going to
Doesn't hit.
14 points of damage. Someone else. And she's done.
Whoa. That'll be 15 points of damage from magic missiles.
and he's dead.
Sucker had some hit points on it.
Yeah, he's just a little one, as it were.
Yeah, he had as many as the whole party.
Well, what's the protocol for making this more or less permanent?
Balancer's going to cut his head off.
Yes, chop his head off. That usually works with vampires and with humans.
Hmm.
Well, Balancer's also going to up the ante. He's going to breathe fire. He's a
he's a vampire spawn, so because he's a vampire, he'll turn to gaseous form at 0 hit points and run away.
Yeah, he didn't do that here, so.
So he's a spawn, and spawns are, I think spawns are, you can kill them by staking them, but you can also kill them by just beating them down to death.
Still, doesn't hurt to be thorough, right?
Yeah.
So, while the thoroughness is going on, Yodel's going to immediately run up the stairs and talk to Dad.
It is done.
I'm sorry, but he'll scream no more. Would you like a funeral? I suggest we have a burning a pyre instead of burying in consecrated ground for obvious reasons.
That would be fine.
All right. Go back down and tell them what we're doing and arrange that.
So
Belisar has made a start on the pyre, so
yeah. They're trying. This is one of those things that you really do think of the emotional impact on the characters and Dad, right? So, just trying to be as gentle with it as possible. So, but it had to be done. The kid wasn't the kid anymore. Something quite different.
once you finish the funeral, Gary starts talking again. He says he is disappointed, especially in Balasar. And he says, I will see you soon. And that's it.
What is he talking about? You're looking at us right now.
I'm talking to you right now, Gary.
Yeah.
Crystal ball.
Yeah, it's probably time we get out of this town. That, what was it, that walled city thing? Yeah. Let's hit the road.
So, when you come out of the church, you are met by a familiar face.
Oh, bloody hell.
I see you have made it to Barovia. I've seen that you have all been settling in nicely, and making yourselves acquainted with the locals. I am glad. However, I am also disappointed, as you have just killed one of my spawns. Granted, I can make more, but especially Balasar, I am disappointed in him. And that is why I'm here. I am here to challenge Balasar.
The armed listener? He's really good at that.
Spelling bee, not so much.
Skull throwing at 30 paces.
Go get him, Gary.
Balasar, please come forth. Be not afraid. I do not intend to kill you yet. So, only Balasar, roll initiative.
You're muted over there, Mr. Peg.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Okay. Not much to say.
So, Stradh is going to bite Balasar.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a crit.
Mm-hmm. So 30 total damage.
Balasar.
Cool. So are you holding me? Are you...
I have plans for you. This is simply a test to see how well you can fare.
Cool. Let's see. Which do I want to do? If you're holding me, I'll do this. Or is Stradh literally holding me as he bites?
Yes, he was.
Cool. I'm gonna breathe fire. So I'll do it. So he has to make a DC 12 dex, which he'll probably make. But
Whoa!
Well. Don't worry, it's not that much. I engulf us in fire.
Singe the man's eyebrows.
I basically bear hug Stradh, like, friend.
Yeah, you know how the typical Dracula thing has the slick back hair, all the grease that keeps the hair in place goes, right? Yeah.
It's setting all that cloak, everything on fire.
That's right. Yeah, you got this demonic look now. The top rim, the high rim is just dancing in flames. It's a good look for Stradh, I think, actually. You improved him.
So Stradh looks over at Balasar. That tickled.
Balasar says, technically that burned.
You have not performed as well as I would have liked you to. But this is simply the first of many tests for you. I will be back. And he charms Balasar again. So, wisdom saving throw.
Oh, man.
I rolled a 1 the first time. I rolled 1 the first time.
He just bit me on the neck. What a nice man. Yeah, that's right.
I think that's how they say hello in these lands.
Must be French.
Funny, that's how many hit points I have left.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And he just disappears into the shadows.
What a cool guy. Sets him on fire. Totally leaves. Passes out.
What the bloody hell was that?
Halitosis.
And
which one?
I think that's where I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
All right. Well, good show.
Pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie, you about killed me.
One bite, crunch.
One bite could have killed. I'm be making a new character. Oh God!
If that had been Yodel, one bite, and he would have been a vampire spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. You'll already get it. They didn't have enough ale.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go ahead and get you 15 points back because two's not within the safety. Safety standards
He probably
here.
lost one of them when he fell on the ground.
You can only get him 8 back because he's the rest
I've been
is
reduced, but I've been reduced by 15 permanently.
You've been reduced by
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll give you
22 until you perform a long rest.
Yeah.
which we're gonna do real soon.
I'll give you
That's right.
I'll give you 8 points back then.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
The next season, we're dragging Balazar, to this campus. Is he ever going to wake up? No, I don't think so.
Just one day, just goes.
We could give the warrior a cool skull hammer called Balazar.
It's like, I think this is messed up. He was our friend. Hey, but he's dead.
It'd be a friend for Gary.
And a barely intelligent weapon at that.
Mildly intelligent.
Balazar is not intelligent at all. We'll go in.
He's not very wise either.
No, he's a barbarian. We all know what stats got dumped.
Yes, the hammer only got slightly more sentient than it already was.
Yeah.
People have said all his life that Balazar was dumb as a hammer, so this is probably coming.
And he's dumber than most normal non-sentient hammers.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see him holding the mace with the skull out and, +5 fire damage.
Okay, so we only managed to get one person nearly dead this time.
I mean, that's good
Progress.
odds for Curse of Strahd.
Yeah. It's not exciting if somebody didn't have, 1 or 2 hit points.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I cast Bless and it did absolutely nothing effectively.
Help me
Well,
get it.
you can't bless rolling 3s. So
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
The 3 people I blessed either rolled, miss, horrible misses, or got 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I gave brief consideration to attempting to turn Stradh just to see what happened.
It would have tickled.
Be well, all.
Right on.
Right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a good evening.
night.
Take care.
All right, what's
Have a good
what's
one,
on
too.
next week?
I think that's me back up.
Is you back up next week? Okay.
Yeah.
The Warring Stars.
And I'm trying to. I'm going as quickly as I'm able to. I'm almost done with my intro story for mine. And I think almost everyone has made a character.
I have not made a character. I suppose I should do that.
Be
I would
whatever you
I
want.
like my rule of making one at the last minute, or sometimes after the last minute.
Random.
Yeah, it looks like I had made a character already. I got a monk made up.
The easiest way to make characters for Pathfinder first is to use PC Gen
Mm-hmm.
and just transfer the character from PC Gen.
But there is a character mention now.
Oh, there is a character mancer now.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
it's limited and it only works for first level.
Yeah.
You have to resort to PC Gen to go further.
Yeah, so it's probably better just to do both.
Yes, I remember that because I rolled 4d6 per stat and I got below average of rolling 3d6.
Oh, man. Well, look forward to seeing what you come up with. So,
Doc,
I'm a
was that the
halfling
one you said-
barbarian.
Doc, was that the one you said we needed a healer type?
yeah, I made a different character. No, I
Okay.
had a healer type, but yeah, I did make a different character. So,
Okay. What's the
So-
worst that can happen?
what's the worst thing can happen? That's right.
Yeah, there's legacy characters in this game, and I told Meeks, I told Matt if any of those legacy characters want to make a comeback, that's totally okay. And if not, and you still want them in the story, I'll bring them back through magic.
How are we generating ability scores here? 46 drop lowest, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I think that's how most of us did it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
little thunder in the distance.
Hmm.
Sorry, I made a fist.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have this done and ready to go. Hopefully this month. So I'm shooting for.
Okay, well.
Yeah, no grand hurry. So
yeah. September's going to get crazy for us. So we're probably going to be missing a couple of games, but we'll be around. Yeah, because we got 2 weekends of music festivals in September.
Oh, nice.
I think I've
All
got
right, well,
one I'll be missing for too, I think.
And that was about the only update on my game I had.
y'all
show.
have a good night.
Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night, y'all.
Night.